What is up, everybody? Plug and Play coming at you one more time. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 reasons why Infinite Warfare Zombies sucks. Now, before we start, I'm going to let you know right now, I play the shit out of it. I have a super high level. I've played it a lot. I've done all the Easter eggs. And it is something I play a lot of. So, you can call me a hypocrite because it sucks, but I play it a lot. Or you can take it as somebody who plays it a lot, so I know what I'm talking about. Either way, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So we're kicking off number 10, guys. First and foremost, the leaderboards do not work. They're not correct. They're not right. They suck. For example, this one right here says my most deadliest weapon is the M1, which is garbage. I haven't used the M1 since goddamn Zombies in Spaceland. I know for a fact there's guns and weapons out there. Personally, I've gotten way more kills than this goddamn M1. Okay, and look at this bullshit right here. This shit is not even accurate. So take that. I don't know if it's something they just dropped on us and they decided, oh well, they'll get back to it. My Fate and Fortune cards, really? I haven't used perk insurance since fucking Raven the Redwoods. I know goddamn well I've used Coupon Clipper way more on Shaolin Shuffle than I ever used perk insurance. But you know what? They don't care. Nobody makes us think about it, so we don't care apparently. But that is reason number 10. And reason number 9. Now this one might be a little silly. Some of you may or may not agree with it, but the Fate and Fortune cards. They're not cool enough. They're not game-breaking enough. They're not, other than maybe Coupon Clipper with the katana, there's nothing really in there that's game-breaking for me. I can run around 40 or 50 thing of zombies and not even give a shit about the Fate and Fortune cards. At least in like Black Ops 3, the Gobble Gums, those are kind of cool, man. They had some effects that really made the game interesting and fun. With these Fate and Fortune cards, I can kind of do with them. I can do without them. It doesn't really matter to me. Moving on, number 8. The Wonder Weapons. Not that good. You know, I remember other Zombies games, you know, Black Ops 1, 2, 3, other zombie modes, where the extra guns you got for beating the boss or the things that you assembled during the rounds were just amazing. I mean, shit, even the ray gun you get out of the box is better than some of these Wonder Weapons. I mean, you've got these laser guns that don't do shit after a certain round, the crossbows that don't do shit after a certain round, they're horrible on ammo. You got a chainsaw that has ammo that doesn't really do much, and you've got the katana, which after around 40-something really isn't that good anyway. So you put all this work, all this time, all this effort into building these Wonder Weapons, and really, there's nothing wonderful about these Wonder Weapons. Not one of these maps has made me have a weapon on it that I just have to have. Moon. So, take that with what you will. Moving on now, number 7, guys. Now, some of you agree with me, some of you don't. It's going to be really short, number 7, but it's cheap. It's cartoony. It just feels like cheap. I don't know, maybe just because I'm recording right now I can't think of any other words, but it's lacking that dark, creepy, scary kind of zombies. It's full of light and colors and, you know, one-liners, and it just feels cheap to me. Moving on, number 6, guys. Washed up celebrities and guests. Now, usually when a franchise has to resort to cheap celebrity guest appearances over and over again, like Simpsons, Family Guy, that kind of bullshit, usually means that that series has reached its end and they're just trying to grab as much viewership and as much hype as they can to try and get people to enjoy what they got. And it looks like that's the way this IW Zombies has taken. Lee Ross and company over there at Infinity Ward. It's just one cheap Pee Wee Herman, David Hasselhoff, Kevin Smith, Pam Grill, Vira, Brent Spiner fucking bullshit. Yes, you heard it here. Brent Spiner is probably going to be the DLC 4 special guest. If it winds out he's not, I apologize to Mr. Spiner. But still, washed up celebrities that nobody gives a shit about in these games, and it just feels super cheap. Number 5, guys, I'm sure every one of you serious zombie players can relate to, and I've even made videos about it before with my Weenie of the Week. No kick option. People standing around in spawn, going down, they run around, get the bare minimum of kills. They do absolutely nothing to progress the levels, to progress the story, to progress, to progress the Easter egg progress, and they just sit there, they farm XP, they farm keys, and they make you do all the heavy lifting. I don't think any zombies mode has ever had this. I know it's been requested before and it's just been ignored, but we want the option to kick players that are just mooching off of the hard work of everybody else. Plain and simple. Number 4, guys, bounties are too easy and we have to wait a week for new ones. Now, some of us professional zombie players that do this all day, these bounties are way too easy. There should be an option to have multiple bounties of different difficulties that we can do and take turns on and come back to later on that traverse different maps. And waiting a week for new ones, I mean, why can't we get 4, 5, 6 bounties at one time, check them down off the list, go on to the next one, maybe in increasing difficulty or something. But waiting a week for new bounties, I mean, that just seems like a really long time to have to do. Moving down on the list, guys, number 3, Roth is a fucking troll. That's right, I said it here. I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. People are all up on his dick on Twitter, but let me tell you right now, I follow him on Twitter, I read his tweets, I see the things he posts, and he's a fucking troll. He's not your friend, and he doesn't care about your opinions. He gives you cryptic answers with emojis and, you know, a corner of a poster, and he just tries his best to get the community hyped up, and really all it does is frustrate people. And honestly, reading his posts about upcoming DLCs are more aggravating, and it almost seems like he's instigating a lot of it. And you know, his shit over there on Reddit, I mean, it's just, he's a troll. He's a troll. I'm sorry if nobody else sees it that way, but the guy's a fucking troll, and the community would be better off if he just stayed off of Twitter. Number 2, guys, and I'm sure at least half of you out there can agree with this one, PS4 and big YouTuber exclusives. Now, I understand there's a contract going on, and some of those devs, it's out of their hands. They can't control it. So this one's more directed at Activision itself. But having a game and DLCs exclusive to one console hurts the other half of the fucking community. It does nothing but piss off your Xbox fan base. And quite frankly, any game that is willing to sacrifice half of its player base for a couple $1,000,000 shows you that they don't give a shit about you. And that whole DLC 3, the big YouTubers getting flown out to play it and record it and upload it and get hundreds of thousands of views before we even got a trailer, that is some bullshit. And quite frankly, enough is enough, man. This stuff is going to start catching up to them. And this DLC exclusive 1 month before everybody else shit, that's getting old, man. You're going to start losing a lot of your core player base. And last but not least, guys, number 1 on my list, some of you may agree, some of you may not, it's not Treyarch. I'm sorry. People get a lot of hate for comparing Treyarch and Infinity Ward, but let me be honest with you. These guys over at Treyarch, they do the zombies, they do it good, from the maps to the stories to the characters to the perks to the wonder weapons, to the super Easter eggs. These guys know how to make a fucking zombie games. They do it professionally. They do it to where you're still now, years later, still playing their games. There's a reason that nobody's playing Advanced Warfare Exo Zombies, because it fucking sucked. There's a reason nobody's playing fucking Ghosts anymore, because it fucking sucks. But there is a reason people are still putting Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 in, and playing Kino, or playing Moon, or playing Shangri-La, because those maps, and those characters, and those stories were the best. Get out of the zombie game, Infinity Ward. Get out of the zombie game, Sledgehammer. You guys are horrible. Okay, just let Treyarch handle it. I don't mind waiting a few years for a good zombie game, but you guys are awful. It's not Treyarch. Sorry, but that's the truth. And there you have it, guys. My 10 reasons why I think, again, my opinion, of why Infinite Warfare's Zombies sucks. Now, let me know in the comment section below what you thought. Let me know if there's ones that you would add, ones that you would take out, or if you just thought the whole list was good or bad. Let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like, subscribe, help a small channel out in the big YouTube universe. My name is Plug and Play. Catch me on Xbox Live, X Plug and Play X. In the meantime, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace!